Hey Leo, and welcome to Lazarus Tarot. My name is Drea. This is a reading for the first half of June. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, please do like, subscribe and share. So it is back to the normal layout for the readings. This is not obviously a love reading, but if love shows up, then it shows up because it is a general reading. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, please do like, subscribe and share. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. If it is not, then hey, how you doing? Welcome back. And as I said before, it's a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody, but if it resonates with you, that is great. If this is not your story, please do not try to make it fit. And if you'd like a private reading, the details are in the box below. Okay, so this is a first half of June reading, first 2 weeks of June reading for Leo. And one other card turned over, so let's get you first. And let's see. So you're showing up in your own energy here, Leo. Showing up in your own. Oh. Leo, I'm going to have to give you another row. So let's move these over. So Leo, you've got a bigger reading. Because this is just too many cards to put as overall energy. And even this is still too many. Alright. Okay, so Leo, you ended up getting a big reading. It's just the way the cards fall. I like to just take them as they are because there's obviously a message. I've learned that when I put them back, the message is not the same. Okay, so Leo, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the High Priestess, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords, Judgment, Strength, the World, the Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles and Ten of Wands. And overall energy is the Three of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Empress and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so there's a loving, there's an enlightenment about, I wouldn't say a third party situation, but an enlightenment about a grouping or some form of gathering, which then lends to some love and truth with like a mini tower moment coming through. So, Leo, I think that what you've been waiting for, what you've been waiting for is going to happen. Some loving info comes in. Some loving information comes in. Either you give it out or it comes into you. So we have the Nine of Wands. Been in battle, live to fight another day, perseverance, you're carrying on. And with the High Priestess, you are using your intuition. You are possibly keeping secrets, but using your intuition and using your inner guidance, your feminine energy. And we got the Page of Cups. So this is a message of love of some regards, or it could be a small emotional offer. Then we got the Three of Wands, which is expectancy. You're expecting some form of abundance, something that you have worked for, some form of reciprocation, something to come back to you. Then you have the Seven of Swords. So here, I think this is leaving behind it could be deception, but I don't think it's deception in this respect. I feel like this is just you leaving. You've said your piece and then you're going. Or you've decided to leave something. You've decided to just cut and clear. I want to say cut and clear. That's an old Jamaican saying. But you decided to just cut and clear. Basically, you've just decided to say, okay, enough is enough. You've called a halt to something, and especially as it's next to the Judgment card, which is some form of unfolding from the universe. So you've got to your limit. You've got, not your limit because it's not the Ten of Swords, but you've got to a situation or a point where you're not accepting anymore. Possibly, it could be possibly negative thinking, or it could be some form of a lack of communication, somebody not communicating with you. You've just got to, whatever it is, you're leaving it behind. Because you have the unfolding of the universe, and you see, because I think just as you decide to leave it behind, that's when it comes in. We haven't got the Eight of Wands, but we haven't clarified yet, but we haven't got the Eight of Wands. But to me, it seems like somebody who is not communicating with you, or you're not communicating with them, and because you decide to leave it, then start some form of a wheel emotion in a way, where you've found your inner strength, you don't need it anymore, and then a cycle ends and one begins, and then the cup of overflows, the cup of love overflows, love comes in. And it could be with a fire sign, Taurus. It could be with a fire sign, Aries, Scorpio, or Pisces. Aries, Scorpio. What is wrong with me today? Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It could be with a fire sign. We also got Leo showing up here as well. The High Priestess is water. And so, yeah, you know, we've got the Empress. It could be Libra. Could be... I said the Empress is Libra or Gemini because she's Libra, or Taurus because she's Venus. Yeah, and then we have... Gosh, anyway, we have the Queen of Wands. So then the Cup of Overflows. Let me just finish the reading first, and then I'll tell you the signs afterwards. So the Cup of Overflows, and we have, as I said, could be a fire sign. Also, this could be excitement, could be the life of the party, could be somebody who is charismatic, someone who's taking action. So someone could be charging into your life in a way, in a methodical way, because we got the Knight of Pentacles there, in a methodical way, but they come all the same. So I think it's a flurry of activity. I think there's a flurry of activity, and then things slow down a bit, and you may feel burdened by that. But then this flurry of activity with this overall energy is like a mini tower that happens. So there's some loving truth that comes to you. There's an enlightenment. Somebody comes to tell you something, or you tell them something about your situation that they were in, or a relationship that they were in, or a relationship that you were in. You know, vice versa. It goes both ways. Yeah, but it feels like the first half of June, it's not what you're waiting for, doesn't fully come in the first half of June, but it's getting there, because a cycle ends, another one begins. The universe now is very much involved in your situation. So, as I said before, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it could be I think that's it, really. Earth sign, water, or fire. So it could be earth signs, water signs, or fire signs that we've got going on here. So let's see what the other deck has to say. Let's clarify one card for each. This is a big reading for you, Leo. This looks like one of the monthly readings. I think go check out the bi-monthly love readings for May and June if you haven't already. You probably have, but this is obviously I think relates to that in a way. It's like the beginning of your love situation. After the card turn over, I can't see it now. You know, so you're feeling burdened a bit. So the first one is the look at that, we've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So yeah, there is some coming together. There is some coming together of this relationship, but it's still very, very early stages, because there's a flurry of activity and then things slow down again. When I was trying to when I was shuffling, all I could hear was Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. I said, okay, Leo, you go first. And normally I go with the sign that I hear first of all. If I don't hear a sign, then I just start with one. But generally I like to go with what I'm led to do. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, you know, you're still working on yourself. You're still working on your own achievements. You're still working on your own Eight of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. You're working on yourself. You're working on your healing. You're working on your healing. Or that person is, you know, vice versa. The person in your environment, that, you know, either you're working on your healing or they are. So then you have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, husband and wife, spiritual connection. So you are getting more in alignment, I think, with your spirituality, or listening to your inner self. You are using the higher forms, the higher vibration, the higher forms of perhaps communication. Perhaps there's some telepathy going on here. Using some higher forms of communication regarding the situation. You are, in some ways, you are giving yourself up to the universe, and in other ways, you are listening to your inner voice, your intuition, and what is being told to you, which is, you know, really obviously a good thing to do. In terms of yours, this love situation. And I think in terms of your life in general, I think that for you, Leo, you've been through a lot, and you're learning to not try and control situations so much, but to let the universe take over and let things happen that's supposed to happen. Look at this. The Queen of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Wands. Would you believe? Would you believe? So really strongly, you could be with a it could be a Aries really strongly, or it could be a Sagittarius that you're working with this Queen of Wands really strongly. It could be Aries or Sagittarius. Ooh, that one came flying out. 10 of Cups. So yeah, see, things slow down, but you do have happiness, emotional happiness, you know. Okay, so then you have the Page of Cups with the Two of Swords. So because it's such a small offer, or it's such a small message, you're then a little bit confused in two minds. What is this? Is this love? Is it not love? Is it an offer? Is it not an offer? Is it confirmation? Is it not confirmation? It's kind of like, is it, isn't it? What is it? What is it? You know? And then we got the Nine of Wands there at the end, but I don't need to put that on here because we've already got the Nine of Wands. So, you know, you're kind of wondering, what is this? You're kind of left wondering what it is. And then we have the Knight of Wands with the Three of Wands. So as I said before, you're expecting some form of reciprocation here. Something that you've invested in, something that you've put time and energy and effort into. You're expecting something back. and it's going to come in pretty quickly as well with the Knight of Wands, or you're expecting it back pretty quickly with the Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so then we have Temperance with the Seven of Swords, and this is what I was trying to say about getting to your limit. You find a balance within this situation, and I think as you do that, and this is what I'm talking about giving things up to the universe and allowing yourself to be, you know, in a way, allowing your life to orchestrate itself rather than having so much control. And this is about, I think this is exactly what this is about with the Seven of Swords. It's about giving up control, giving up not all of control over your life, don't get me wrong, but in terms of this love situation, giving up trying to control this situation. I think that you achieve a balance, you achieve a harmony within where you're like, okay, let me just let this go. Let go and let God, kind of. Let me just let this go, and let me just see what happens. Because we have the Judgment, so we have an unfolding from the universe, but we have it with an isolation type of energy. So you do feel a little bit left out in the cold. You do feel a little bit, you know, maybe sorry for yourself, but you can't let that energy stay with you, because obviously it will affect your situation, as we're talking about energies and vibrations that you're giving off to the universe. And so we got the Strength energy. We got the Strength card, sorry, with another major arcana clarifying it. So we have the Death card as well. So here there is a definite rebirth. There is a definite growth of strength. There is a definite recognition. Is that a word? Recognition. I'm not sure if that's the word. If that's the right word I'm looking for, but there's a definite recognition. There we go. There's a definite recognition of your strength here, of your inner strength, of your ability to be like what is this? Why am I even pandering? Why am I even questioning and being all, you know, floppy about this situation? Let me stand up straight backed, focus, and just move forward with me. You know, carry on with your healing, carry on with your projects that you're working on, you know, carry on with you, just carry on. And then we have the World card with the Ace of Wands. So as I said, you know, just as you decide to do that, then, you know, you let go enough, you release enough for the universe to kind of just pop in for a sec, and then you get all excited again, and then things slow down. But it's all right. So then the World card comes in. I say that because I'm a Leo sun. So then the World card comes in, and you have a ending of a cycle and a beginning of another, and it's a passionate beginning of another. So it could be that some of you get to have a bit of sex. You might get to, I don't know. You might get to have a bit of sex with this person, but maybe not. Maybe it's just there's some form of passion between you and that person. It could be just really strong, passionate feelings between you and that person, because we've got the Ace of Cups here, but it's coming with the Five of Pentacles. So this Ace of Cups is coming with this feeling of lack. So although the cup overfloweth of love, there's a kind of a nonchalant kind of feeling about it, and that is because up here, where you're using your strength and you're using your you know, you're calling an end to this flippy floppy situation, and we're talking about this fish here, talking about this flippy floppy behavior, flip flapping about. You've then decided to, you know, when the cup of love does come in, you're a bit nonchalant about it, because you feel like, well, you know, is it really? We'll see. But yeah, it is it. So then you have the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So then you do, I think you get overexcited, or you could be dealing with, as I said, an Aries or a Sagittarius. You get excited, you get, you know, interested back into the situation, and then you have this Knight of Pentacles, this slow moving energy, but with the Ten of Cups behind it. So good, positive intentions, a really happy emotional situation. And then you have the Ten of Wands, and I left the Ten of Wands for a second just to say whether it was going to be just so I could clarify, to see whether it was going to be placing down of your burdens, or if it was going to be feeling burdened. And I feel like this is placing down of your burdens. You are feeling that you can start to plan for the future. You're feeling that you can make a decision. You're feeling that you can possibly travel if necessary. And so when it brings into the overall energy, once again, that there is some truth or enlightenment, there's enlightenment about a situation, and some loving truth comes in. So definitely, Leo, for this month, for this first half of June, you have something coming in. It's just the very beginnings. So it could be a fire sign, as I said, it could be earth, rings of time. It could be earth sign, it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be Leo, Virgo, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So do keep that in mind. I don't see any air. I don't see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but then it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Specifically, we got Sagittarius, we got Scorpio, we got Leo on the board specifically, and we got Taurus. Specific signs. Spirit universe, anything else? Oh, this card I'm not familiar with. The Choice. Nice. Okay. Spirit universe. As I said, looking after yourself and being guided. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we got Rings of Time. Number 44. And it says, the divine is completely responsible for the timing of every event, opportunity, and happening of grace in your life. All you need to do is live your life. Everything else is taken care of for you now. This applies to all of your plans and the unfolding of all your relationships. Let it all breathe. And I thought that's what the Rings of Time meant. Let it all breathe and let divine happen at will. So Rings of Time, just let time, nature take its course. And this is what you do with this Temperance and this Seven of Swords. You allow nature to take its course, and then it does. So well done, Leo. Well done. It could extend, but we'll see what happens. Right, so then we have 62. Which is the Choice. Now I'm not familiar with this card, so we'll be really for the first time. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It is your time to step up and make your life easier on yourself and open your life in a more trusting way. Come now. The divine is calling you to play. The Choice. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Make a choice, Leo, to just let it be. So then 2 other cards, we have Physical Body and Guardian. Oh, I've picked up the deck. I need to pick up the book. So Physical Body, and it says, your body is your vehicle on the earth plane, and it has a voice. It tells you what it needs, so pay attention to your body and what it's trying to tell you. If some part of your body is out of balance or blocked, it will let you know. Be loving and gentle with your body. Nurture and respect it all above. Nurture and respect it. And above all, watch your thoughts. Be aware of what you're thinking. The next time a negative or critical thought about any part of you, you have a negative or critical thought about any part of you, stop and change that thought to a loving and accepting one. Be grateful and thank your body for all it does. And in Guardian, it says, at times you feel lonely, even in the midst of company, but the reality is that you are never alone. You are loved more than you can possibly imagine. Watch for synchronicities, the words of a song you hear, a falling leaf or a feather or a butterfly fluttering by. So I saw butterflies myself yesterday, actually. I just love them. My little one pointed them out. These are all signs from your angel who is here to guide and illuminate your path. The way is made clear for you. Are always on the right path, and your angel will always protect you. There is no right or wrong path. Every path ultimately leads to the great ocean of love inside your heart. So that is the Guardian. You are being guided by your angels. So ask a question, Leo, and the angels will give you an answer. Ask a question, Leo, and the angels will give you an answer. Is that one? Ask a question, Leo, and the angels will give you an answer. Ask a question, Leo, and the angels will give you an answer. Ask a question, Leo, and the angels will give you an answer. Ask a question, Leo. One more. Okay, so the first card out was Let Go. Second card out was Peaceful Resolution. Third card out was Forgiveness. Fourth card out is Helpful People. I think Leo gets this a lot, helpful people. And fifth card out is Listen to Your Intuition, which I think is what you're doing anyway. Okay, so I hope you found this reading useful, Leo. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you for coming back to watch this video. Have a wonderful first half of May. Mwah, many blessings to you. First half of June. Mwah, many blessings to you. See you again soon.